is opening speech from our keynote speaker, His Excellency Rector of Unisa, Bapak Nurul Iman Hima Amrullah, S.Ag M.Sc. And the second part is the sharing of experience from two guest lecturers, Ms. Xenia and Mr. Diman. And then the third part is the introduction of two guest participants. I will make sure later. And then the fourth part is the question and answer session. Ya, jadi kuliah umum ini ada 4 bagian. Yang pertama adalah opening speech atau dari keynote speaker kita yang terhormat Bapak Rektor Unisa. Kemudian yang kedua adalah sharing experience, ya, berbagi pengalaman dari 2 dosen tamu, yaitu Miss Xenia Rubio dan Mr. Diman. Saya biasanya manggilnya brother, ya, karena kita sama muslim, alhamdulillah. Kemudian yang ketiga nanti kalau sudah datang, saya akan memperkenalkan 2 tamu kita dari Maldives dan Pakistan. Kemudian yang terakhir adalah question and answer session, ya. Jadi nanti ada tanya jawab. Silakan kalian adik-adik mahasiswa bisa bertanya dalam bahasa Inggris maupun dalam bahasa Indonesia. Tapi pertanyaan singkat aja ya biar kebagian yang lain. Nanti kalau yang bahasa Indonesia nanti saya akan usahakan untuk terjemahkan, ya. Okay? Because our time is limited, now I request His Excellency Bapak Rektor Mr. Nurul Iman Hima Amrullah S.Ag M.Sc. to deliver his speech. Silakan Bapak. Pak Rektor.
Sepertinya offline, Pak Rektor.
Oh, sedang offline. Oke, kita tunggu. Maybe there's something happen in his connection, internet connection. We are waiting for him to deliver his speech, ya.
I'm sorry, disconnect, Miss Ellie.
Okay.
Hello?
It's okay.
Okay.
Pak Rektor, silakan. Ya.
Iya. Udah? Kedengaran suaranya?
Iya, kedengaran Pak.
Oke.
Sudah kedengaran. Iya.
Bismillah. Langsung ya?
Silakan Pak, silakan Pak.
Oke. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Good morning, everybody. Firstly, praise be to Allah, Lord of the universe. Salawat and salam to our Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. May we all be istiqomah to follow his teaching and his attitude in our life. Salawat serta salam kita panjatkan junjungan kita Nabi Ana Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. Firstly, I would like to thanks to the committee, especially Miss Ellie as a host for holding the initial lecture webinar today after we celebrate our long holiday about 1 week. We spend time to holiday of Idul Fitri this year. I don't forget in this moment I will apologize physically and mentally. Mohon maaf lahir dan batin for any mistake in past year. Minal aidin wal faizin. I hope we always be in the protection of our God. We can live normally with good health. Secondly, thanks a lot to Miss Xenia from Colombia and Mr. Diman from Bangladesh, who is available now and spending your time to share with us your experience in studying, in working in the world, in outer of your country. I hope today's sharing motivate our student from Unisa University, Al-Ihya Islamic University, and also add insight to the lecturer at Al-Ihya Kuningan Islamic University. Maybe we can continue our meeting today with other program next time with you. Both of you, we wait. Both of you come to Indonesia, come to Unisa, and we can join with a good program to improve the skill of academic skill or social skill. Ladies and gentlemen, honorable audience, God has created this very wide world. Ya, Tuhan sudah menciptakan dunia yang sangat luas. Just our view that narrow this world. Kadang-kadang pikiran kita lah yang kemudian mempersempit dunia ini, gitu. Jadi Tuhan menciptakan dunia ini sangat luas. I'm sorry, I talk Indonesian and English. Let's open our global insight. Yes, we can open our insight, our global insight. We can that today what is getting closer. Yeah, we must think that today's world is getting closer. Dunia sekarang itu sangatlah dekat. Dulu kalau kita bepergian itu jauh, sekarang cukup berapa jam kita sudah bisa sampai ke bagian negara lain. No place in this world far away. Yes, that no every place is very near. Everything is easy to reach. Apapun bisa ditempuh. Easy to come. Sangat mudah untuk datang. Come to our country is very easy. Just buy the ticket and go. Yes, but this is all it's that mean are we just have to determine and open-minded. Apa yang kita butuhkan hanyalah kita membuka wawasan kita. Bahwa dunia tidak seperti yang kita pikirkan, tetapi lebih luas dari itu. I hope that Unisa student will have strong motivation in pursuing their goal. Saya berharap mahasiswa Unisa, begitu juga dosen, memiliki motivasi yang kuat untuk memperjuangkan goals, cita-citanya. Fighting spirit for your goals, ya. Mempunyai semangat berjuang untuk memperjuangkan cita-cita. Improving the skill needed to study and working in this era. Di era digital ini, peningkatan skill dari hari ke hari untuk studi and working, ya, belajar maupun bekerja, itu sangat dibutuhkan. Jadi sebagai makhluk sosial, manusia itu harus progresif, harus dinamis. Ya, harus kemudian memperbaiki diri terus-menerus, dan itulah yang diajarkan oleh agama kita. So that we can subdue this world for our obedience to Creator. Artinya kita bisa menundukkan dunia ini what for obedience to the Creator, untuk ketaatan kita kepada Sang Pencipta, our God, Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Nothing is impossible if God wills. If God will, that's happen to our life, gitu. Tidak ada sesuatu pun yang mustahil ketika Tuhan will menghendaki sesuatu itu terjadi terhadap diri kita. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I think that's all I can say today. Sorry if there are any shortcoming, any mistake in my talk today. With saying, Miss Ellie, with saying Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, officially the webinar, Improving Your Academic and Social Skill to Study and Work Globally begins. I think thank you very much to all audience, ladies and gentlemen. We will follow this session today and we get more advantage to our life. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
warahmatullahi
Thank you very much, His Excellency, Rector of Unisa, for such amazing speech that can motivate us. Ya, terima kasih Pak, Bapak Rektor atas wejangannya yang begitu memotivasi kita ya. Mudah-mudahan visinya Pak Rektor kita bisa capai ya sebagai mahasiswa dan Unisa. Amin. Because our time is limited, let's begin to the. Now I request the speaker from Bangladesh, the guest lecturer from Bangladesh, Mr. Diman Mahamud Khan, M.Sc. But first, please apologize. I forget something that's really, really important. Let me read the CV of His Excellency Rector, because there are foreigners here, so I want to share the CV of Bapak Rector. Okay, please wait a moment. Okay, here is the CV. Can you see? Yeah, okay. Yeah, this is the CV of Bapak Rector, first name is Nurul Iman. The last name is Hima Amrullah. Short name is Iman, You can call him Iman atau Pak Iman atau Bapak Rektor. Place and date of birth, Ciamis. Ciamis is a city in West Java province, October 20, 1973. He is still young, and nationality is Indonesia. Address in Jalan Ahmad Yani, Kuningan. Kuningan is the town in West Java province, Jawa Barat is West Java, and it is his mobile phone. And his email, imanrol@gmail.com, and his personality is able to work hard in team or alone, even under time and target pressure, easily and fast to adapt the new environment. And then organization experience. The first is head of Usuluddin Faculty Student Organization, Islamic State University, Jakarta. Jakarta is the capital of Indonesia. Started 1995 until 1997. Member of Student Council, Islamic State University, Jakarta. Start 1997 until 1998. The third is head of Tafsir Hadis Student Organization, UIN Jakarta, UIN Jakarta, start 1996 until 1997. And Muhammadiyah Student Organization, IMM, Ciputat branch. Ciputat is also Jakarta, in Jakarta branch. Start 1998, 6 until 1997. The Society Department of National Board Muhammadiyah Student Organization, start 1997 until 1999, and Secretary of Center for Autonomy Studies, UI. UI is University of Indonesia, located in Depok, West Java. It is just outside Jakarta, the capital. And his education, junior high school, on graduate in July 1990, senior high school, July 1993. Islamic State University in Jakarta, Indonesia. Subject of study is Tafsir Hadis Studies, Tafsir Hadis Studies, and date of graduation January 24, 1998. And Indonesia University of Indonesia in Jakarta, Indonesia. Subject of study Sociology, Social Welfare Studies, Magister. Date of graduation October 21, 2003. And the thesis topic is migrant community participation in development of origin village. Yeah, and working experience, institution, Center for Regional Autonomy.
Maybe, Miss Ellie, maybe very long.
Too long.
9
Okay.
page.
Okay.
Too long.
Okay. 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 Thank you very much, Mr. President, Mr. Rector. Okay. Now is our guest lecturer, yeah, Mr. Diman Mahamud Khan. Let me read his CV. Sorry, wait. All right, this one. Okay. Just a brief CV, yeah. His complete name is Diman Mahamud Khan. He is an e-commerce specialist. Yeah, and this is his contact. If you need his contact, I can share you. You can just send me WhatsApp. Kalau ada yang mau kontaknya, silakan nanti WA saya ya. And then his competencies, planning, organizing, decision making, and etc. And this is his work experience, yeah. The latest one is the manager or the team lead research and development. MD Infote, Haitepak Rajashahi BD, October 2021 until present. Yeah, it is in Bangladesh, yeah. And then his latest education is Masters in International Trade, University of Science and Technology, Beijing, China, with score very excellent, yeah, 62.2% out of 100%. And he got awarded Chinese government full scholarship, ya. Jadi ini Mr. Diman ini dapat beasiswa penuh dari pemerintah Cina, ya. Jadi nanti adik-adik mahasiswa yang pengen tahu gimana caranya biar dapat beasiswa abis nerusin dari Unisa, silakan ya tanya-tanya ya. And then this is his certification, many volunteer work, and this is his reference. Okay, very nice ya, very nice. Okay, Mr. Diman, please I request you to deliver your speech, share your experience and skills to the students here in Unisa. Okay.
Thank you, Miss Ellie, for giving
You're welcome.
this opportunity. Can I share my screen first?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, please.
Okay. Can you see this, sister?
Yes, we can see that very clearly.
Okay. Okay. Okay, so hello everyone, good morning and assalamu alaikum. It's my really immense pleasure to attend this webinar. I'd like to thank Al Ihya Islamic University of Kuningan of Indonesia to organize such a wonderful event. My mom usually told me a story can change a person, and I want to change the world. So today I'm going to share my experience and skill with you guys. Before that, let me introduce myself from me. My sister Molly already briefly introduced me. I'm Diman Mahmud Khan. My nickname is Omio. My Chinese name is Mi-O. I'm from Bangladesh. I'm an e-commerce specialist, an experienced professional in e-commerce, telecommunication, technology, and internet industry. I've completed my master's in international trade from University of Science and Technology, Beijing, and bachelor in finance and banking from Borno University of Bangladesh. Currently, I'm working as research and development manager at MD Infotech, which is the fast growing outsourcing firm. We're working with more than 400 clients around the world. We're basically provide service on Amazon, Walmart, and Facebook automation business services, apps development, web development. We also have these services. And I worked as a product support executive at Grameenphone Limited, which is a leading telecommunication company, a sister concern of Telenor Group. I don't know you heard about it or not. Telenor, which is headquartered located in Norway. And I also worked as a overseas sales and marketing executive at Beijing Cares and Technology Company Limited, which was the medical equipment manufacturing company. I'm the youth specialist beside work. Can you just mute if you don't mind, like.
Iya, mohon Bapak Ibu dan adik-adik semua untuk mematikan mikrofonnya ya ketika dosen tamu sedang berbicara. Terima kasih ya.
Okay, thank you. Okay, beside my work and studies, I have involved with some organizations. I'm working as youth specialist of China Bangladesh Friendship Center Limited. And as a volunteer management representative of Volunteer for Bangladesh. It's my voluntary work. I was awarded Chinese government scholarship in 2017. In 2016, I was the business plan champion, which is helping me right now very well to manage businesses. And I was also awarded in recognition for outstanding leadership and valuable contribution for the society by Pratham Alo Bondhu Sabha, which is a newspaper readers forum of Bangladesh. And my hobbies is like, I like traveling, hiking, trekking, exploring cultures and foods, nature photography, and meeting people around the world. And of course, cooking is one of my hobbies. So I want to ask you guys, I think most of the people are university students here. Why do you want to study abroad? Can you just answer this in chat box? There is a chat box. You can. I want to see some of the answer. Why do you want to study abroad?
Silakan ini ya buat mahasiswa tadi Mr. Diman bertanya kenapa kamu ingin studi di luar negeri ya, silakan di chat box ya, di chat box silakan diketik ya.
Okay, I want to see the answer of you guys, and you guys answer and let me continue the presentation. Okay, so we know there's so many benefits of studying abroad. Learning, we can learn new languages. We can get to know another culture. We can learn about ourselves, because when you go outside of our comfort zone, we can discover our strength and weakness, right? And it enhances the value of our degree. And of course, we have a better life. So these are the benefits. And what are the cultural benefits? We can gain new perspective of the world. Studying abroad gives us the opportunity to see new and interact with the culture. It gives us the hands-on experience and like new city life and ancient civilization, etc. It's also help us to sharpen language and communication skills, because when you go to abroad, we actually enhance our language and communication skills to beginning to advanced level. We learn about the ethics in culture and customs. We can see the differences in culture and customs in person. It helps us to work effectively with the people of diverse backgrounds. we can create new networking connections. These connections help us to find so much more opportunities around the world. So before, when we decide, we have to decide what we want to study, right? So I have mentioned some questions you can ask and write down these answers like yourself. I mean, before you taking the decision, there's some questions you can answer, right? Like, are you willing to study in a country where English isn't widely spoken? If you want to study in China, you have to learn Chinese. If you want to study in Germany, you have to learn Germanese. It's not mandatory, but it can help you to grow more over there. And do you want to work during your studies? If yes, check which countries have favorable policies for international students, because some countries allow students to work and some countries don't allow students to work. How important are social life and extracurricular activities to you? Do you want to live in a big city or in a quiet town? Do you want to study in a country that's relatively close to your native country? We know we have so many countries very much similar to us. Like for Bangladesh, India, Pakistan, it's quite similar. Like maybe Indonesia and Malaysia, it's quite similar, right? I don't know. So you have to consider about these things. Do you like traveling? If yes, pick a country with lots of connections and opportunities in this direction. So try to picking 2 or 3 ideal destinations, then start compare the pros and cons of each of these things. As I started in China, I will share my experience in China and working experience in China. So you might have question, why study in China? So because starting in China, China is the world's 2nd largest economy of the world. It's heavily investing in higher education. And what is the education system of China? Chinese education system is controlled by Chinese Education Board. You will find both Chinese and English program over there. Most of the universities are between the ranking of 1,000, and these universities are mostly recognized by well-developed countries. And there's so many scholarship programs over there to study. There are Chinese scholarship program, bilateral program. This Chinese scholarship program is consist of like bilateral program, Chinese university program, Confucius Institute program. Both requirement and procedures, these requirements or procedures are different. So you have to study on this and you can apply as your requirements. But today I'm going to present about the Chinese government scholarship, which is a CSC scholarship, known as CSC scholarship. But before that, I want to share the benefits. What are the benefits of this scholarship? Chinese government scholarship is basically known as CSC scholarship. The benefits of this scholarship, it's completely free. You can do bachelor, master's, and PhD program with Chinese scholarship. It's tuition fee, dormitory, and you will get the tuition fee, dormitory, and monthly living allowance. You will get the monthly living allowance like for the bachelor, it's 2,500. For masters, 3,000 RMB, and for PhD, it's 3,500 RMB. It's like more than enough, you know. You just need to spend on foods, to purchase foods. For me, it was like 1,000 RMB. It's enough for a month. And rest money you can save or spend for shopping and can go outside or for a trip. And you will get a dormitory of for bachelor and masters. You will get dormitory and room for shared room with 2 people. And for PhD you will get a room for yourself. And totally tuition fees is like free. I mentioned. Now there are 2 ways to apply for this scholarship: through the Chinese embassy of your own country and apply direct to the Chinese universities. I don't know how it works for your country through the Chinese embassy, but I think it's quite same as my country. So you have to apply online in CSC scholarship website. I will describe it later in details. And after applying there, you just need to download those forms, print it, and send it to the Chinese embassy, and apply direct to the Chinese universities. All procedure is same. You need to apply online, download it, and send it to the Chinese universities. If you have any friend, you can ask them to submit it for you. Some universities ask for deposit to get this from, like 600 to 800 RMB. If you get enroll or it, you will not get the refund. But some university allow refund and some don't. Like my university, they don't refund. They completely take the money. Okay. You might have questions. What are the required documents to apply? You should have a study plan or research proposal. You have to write this very well to show what is your plan after going to there, or on what topic you want to research. You should have a valid passport, and you should have 2 pieces of recommendation letter. Then you should have a English proficiency certificate or HSK. HSK would help you better if you want to study in China, but I also prefer for top ranked universities. You should have a physical examination forms for foreigners. You will do it before applying. Notarized previous year degrees, notarized previous year transcripts, a curriculum vitae or resume, no criminal certificate, and of course acceptance letter. Acceptance letter will increase the chances of getting the scholarship. So there might be a question, how I get this acceptance letter? You'll get it by researching those universities. When you are applying in China, you have to research the websites of Chinese universities. If you go to the websites, you'll find the faculties. You just need to click there and you will find so many faculties over there. You have to match your research interest with them. Who has the same research interest as you? As you have to plan the research proposal. Then you have to mail them with your research proposal that you want to study there and send to accept you. And later, if they find interesting those faculties, they will give you an acceptance letter. It will help you and increase the chances of getting the scholarship. And like, you should apply as many as you can, because there's no chances and there's no certainty that they will reply you, right? So like I would suggest you to apply more than 100 and you will get some response definitely.
Mr. Diman, sorry to interrupt. In the chat room, there are some answers, yeah, from students, yeah, about why they want to study abroad. Ya, sudah ada beberapa mahasiswa yang kasih jawaban ya. Okay.
Okay, Ellie. So I think the most the Indonesian language. So one of the people, one of the students have written, I hope can get a lot of salary and experience. Definitely, definitely, it's very interesting because I want to add insight and experience abroad and introduce our own culture in that. It's a very good thing. Okay. Learn foreign languages well and the poppy on journey. Learn foreign language well and can meet friends from different countries. Very good. It will help us to expand the diverse culture. And because I want to increase my experience and insight about life and habits abroad, I also dream of traveling the world. Okay. Because knowledge is very broad, so I want to study and work abroad, visit every country because there are various signs that must be explored. It's true. If you travel the world, you will gain so many knowledges. And actually, I'm not spelling the name because it might be wrong spelling. That's why I'm just ignoring, and I'm just reading the answers. Okay, I hope you guys don't mind. Because if I can study abroad with a scholarship, it's very cool. Not everyone can get it. I want to learn about artificial intelligence. Oh my God, it's interesting. And do research on artificial intelligence because well-known companies like Alibaba Cloud, Tencent, Ming Lab Technology have helped human life. And I want to be a part of it, especially learning from the masters. See, sister, this is the goal of there, and this will help them definitely to reach their goal. Okay.
Ya, bagus-bagus ya jawabannya nih. Saya bacain dulu ya. Brother, let me read ya in Indonesian language. Ini dari Agus nih, kenapa saya ingin sekolah ke luar negeri? Karena kalau saya sekolah di luar negeri dengan beasiswa, maka itu adalah sangat bagus. Tidak semua orang bisa mendapatkannya. Saya ingin belajar tentang artificial intelligence ya dan melakukan penelitian di bidang ini dan juga mengetahui ini Alibaba ya, perusahaan Alibaba, Tencent, Ming Lab Teknologi ya, yang telah membantu manusia, kehidupan manusia, dan saya ingin menjadi bagian darinya. Bagus-bagus ya, bagus. Oke, let's please go on.
Oke.
Kalau ada pertanyaan silakan langsung ya, silakan langsung. Mau lisan mau langsung nggak apa-apa ya, silakan. Jangan sampai ngantuk ya.
Okay, so I want to continue. This is the link for CSS scholarship.
Nah, ini kalau untuk ingin dapat beasiswa China, di sini ya linknya ya.
Yeah.
Okay.
You just need to go to this link. You will find every information here. You just need to click here, and you'll find the registration page. Sorry, my maybe internet is quite slow. And here you have to register with your mail. Okay. Sister, can I just show a little bit to them?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Bagi mahasiswa yang ada pertanyaan, silakan langsung ya. Any question, please don't hesitate to ask ya. You can,
Yes.
you can ask in Indonesian language is okay, or in English is also okay.
Yes. Okay. So here is the page of Chinese government scholarship program. There's some category type A, type B, type C. You have to read these instructions very carefully. Okay, so type A is generally referred to the scholarship program by authorities except Chinese university applicants. Type A programs are requested to fill the agency number. You will have agency number from university where you applying. All the universities have agency number. You must have that agency number to apply.
Okay, brother, there is question.
Yes.
What kind of major that were offered that are offered by Chinese government scholarship?
Okay, just let me.
Dari Yoyoh ya, dari Yoyoh pertanyaannya, jurusan atau mata kuliah apa saja yang ditawarkan oleh beasiswa di Cina ya? Oke.
Okay, you will have a lot of programs. They offer more than like 400 or 500 programs over there.
Ya, ada banyak program ya, ada banyak program studi, sekitar 400 atau 500 program studi yang ditawarkan oleh beasiswa China. Jadi silakan ya, bebas memilih. Oke.
Okay, but actually, I want to take those questions just after finishing this presentation. Can I just proceed? There's a actually question and answer session I have in the end. So can I just proceed the presentation? Okay. And then it's a
Brother, please wait a moment. Adik-adik mahasiswa silakan mengisi daftar hadir ya, mengisi daftar hadir karena nanti kalian akan dikasih sertifikat ya. Saya kirim lewat chat room ya. Please fill the absence form for the students so you can get the certificate. Silakan lihat di chat room ya linknya. Please go on, Mr. Adiman.
Okay, thank you, sister. Okay, now so this is the application form. You just need to edit your personal details here. Okay, I think my net is a little bit slow. I'm just showing you how to apply, okay?
Okay, maybe brother, you can go on to this one. We can talk later if they want to ask something about, yeah, we can talk about it later. Maybe you can go on to the next part, to your work experience. Yeah, it is. I think it is very interesting. Yeah.
Okay. So, what are the challenges you may face while studying abroad? Can you guys, you have already answered why you want to study abroad. I want to see some answer. If you want to study abroad, you may face some challenges. I want to see the answers in chat box.
Ya, silakan ada pertanyaan nih dari Mr. Diman. Katanya kira-kira apa ya, tantangan apa aja yang mungkin kalian akan hadapi ketika studi di luar negeri ya. Nanti di-compare sama jawaban beliau. Silakan dijawab.
Okay, so while you're studying in China, you may have some problem like language barrier, making local friends, foods, and of course you will have a cultural shock. Language barrier is like you may have English program, but outside you will find so many less people who can speak English very less. So it's kind of a barrier for you over there. And making local friends, it's kind of also like a barrier because when you want to make a local, explore the culture, you should have a local friend, right? So you might have a difficulty to find a friend or like with a mutual interest. And foods, definitely, as we like most of the people are Muslims, and when you go to outside countries, we face to find some halal foods, and of course it's very the taste, so it's very difficult to adjust with the foods, and you will have the cultural shock. Okay, basically we actually just based everything. We judge everything based our own culture. So, but it's there. It's like nothing right and wrong. So you will have the cultural shock over there. And To prepare the cultural shock list, I have listed a strategy, a technique. Like, you can list it down. Do not take it surprise you. Okay, you can list these strategies. It's a cultural shock checklist. Make a list of all these things likely to cause a cultural shock. Before you leave, find out as much as you can about where you are going. So attend a country specific, like read a cultural awareness book. Consider familiar things you can do to keep yourself busy and active. Like, you can do your hobbies like reading books and playing outside. And combat stress. Acknowledge your symptoms and do not give in to them. Monitor your drinking and eating habits. Work on your sleeping pattern from the moment you arrive, because as the time varies, it's like difficult to sleep according to time wise. So give yourself time to adapt. Making mistakes is a natural part of learning. Okay. So it takes time to adapt the situation. So don't worry, you will adapt it. Be proactive in building relationship and discuss your experience with your colleagues. Think about the constructive aspects of cultural shock. Retain a sense of humor. It's very important. Expect the same symptoms when you return home. Sometimes you might return home, you can have the same symptoms as it, because you are adapting the situation. So this is the picture of our university. It was the International Cultural Festival in 2018. You can see there's so many flag is waving, so many countries, different. It seems like the entire world and one platform. It's a very diverse culture, right? Every country has its own booth in this festival. We go to each booths and they show their hospitality to us with their respect and foods. We wear our own traditional clothes. It's a very interesting program you'll find in China. Every year it happening. So what are the job opportunities in China? You might have questioned. So definitely there's some job opportunities. You'll find internship opportunities in the beginning, and later you can transfer to the permanent job. And you will, if you learn Chinese, it's very easy to get the job. You can visit some job fairs and definitely networking. It's a very important thing with your alumni or your countrymates or seniors or like friends from universities. They can help you to get a job or suggest you to how to get a job. I have mentioned some job sites here, like was GPIN. It's a very famous, like, and it's you have also the apps. You can download it from Google Store. Then hirechina.com. It's a basically foreign recruitment platform. Then chinaexpat.cn, the Beijinger, interns in Beijing, linkedin.com. LinkedIn also help you to get a job over there. As I'm from Bangladesh, I have a list of like, if you want to work in Bangladesh, there's some websites you can apply if you want to work, because here English is our second language. So in working place, we use English as an official language. Most Bengali and English both is used here. So there is some websites you can apply your job. Okay. So what's now? You can start, stop, and you continue tool. You can use this. Start for studying abroad or for working. Start. You can list like if you want to start in China, at least in the start column, you want to learn Chinese, what you want to start, okay? And in the stop, it's kind of an action plan, okay? In the stop column, what is not working right now, just stop that, and later you can start again. And then what is going well, you can put all those things in continue column. Then you'll find it will help you to reflect to reach your goal, and you can see a scenario what is actually want to plan, okay? Okay, so these are the things I have mentioned. So thank you for listening to me, Terima kasih. So if you have any questions, you can ask me. This is my WeChat barcode, and this is my contacts. I will give this PPT to my sister Ellie Molly. You can get it from her. And if you have any questions right now, you can ask me directly, or you can write down in the chat box. I'll try to answer all of your questions, okay?
Okay, brother, Mr. Diman, thank you so much. This is a very amazing lecture, yeah, from you about the tips how to get scholarship in China, how to get the international job and everything, yeah. Before the session of question and answer, I would like to request Miss Xenia Rubio from Colombia to share her experience. Hello, Miss Xenia.
Hello, everybody. Good morning.
Good morning.
So I'm very happy to be here with you today. Thank you for inviting me. And I'm going to share my personal experience today. So first, let me introduce myself. As Ellie said before, my name is Xenia Rubio. I'm from Colombia. I don't know if you know where is Colombia. Colombia is in South America, very far from here. We are close to Venezuela, Ecuador, and Brazil. So our official language is Spanish, okay? My hobbies are skating, cycling, and I also like to help some stray animals, cats and dogs. So I spend my time on that when I'm free. Okay, so I also have a bachelor degree in logistics in my country, in Colombia, and I have a master's degree in management science and engineer in China, in SMU, Shanghai Maritime University. Currently, I'm living in China and working here. But before talking about China, I would like to talk a little bit about what I used to do when I was living in Colombia. I come from a humble family, mother, one brother, one sister. And since I was born, I think I consider myself as like a big dreamer, no? I always wanted to go abroad, explore another cultures, and maybe, why not, have the opportunity also to meet people with different knowledge. So fortunately for me, my parents were always with me, telling me, okay, yes, you can do it, you can do it. Unfortunately for them, they couldn't afford to pay me like the best schools in Colombia, but emotionally, they were always there supporting me. So I think that was one of the important things that I can get from them to achieve my dreams in the future. So, I studied in Colombia, my high school and everything. And once I graduate from my high school, I have to study hard to get a scholarship for my bachelor's degree. And I got a scholarship there and finished my bachelor in logistics. I graduated in 2012, and I started searching for a job in Colombia. So I started looking for the job, and finally I got in an opportunity for logistics analyst. And eventually in the same company, I became the logistics leader. I have to work in the implementation of ERP, SAP. I don't know, I guess some of you know what I'm talking about. I was the leader in the implementation of the models SD, sales and distribution, and QM, that's quality management. But still, even if I was working in Colombia and I was stable, I still wanted to continue my studies abroad. So I started searching online, different universities, not just in China, in the whole world. But unfortunately, my budget was never enough to pay for the schools abroad by myself, because the truth is very expensive, no? And I wasn't able to do it. So I didn't give up. I started searching for scholarships. And one day I just told to myself, okay, wait, you are studying logistics, you like logistics, so why you don't go to the best place for logistics? No? And the biggest place for logistics for me is China. So I decided to start searching what were the opportunities for coming to China to study. And okay, I found also the CSC, and I started the process applying for the scholarship. The previous speaker already explained a little bit about how to get the scholarship, so I followed that steps, and fortunately in 2015, I got the scholarship. But for Colombians, on that time, we were not able to get the scholarship in English. So if I wanted to do the master, it had to be full in Chinese. And it was a full challenge for me, because at that time, my English wasn't good. My English wasn't good enough. And of course, my Chinese was zero. I didn't know even how to say hello in Chinese, nothing. So I came to China, I accepted the challenge. And of course, I was very nervous all the time. I was scared. I have to leave my family. No, it's very far from China. It's like, I don't know, traveling maybe 26 hours by plane. And plus it's also expensive if I want to go and visit them. So I just took my bags, came to China, and surprise, I was here, and everything was just so new for me. I didn't know how to express myself, like for basic things, like if I want to buy some bottle of water, I couldn't really buy it because I was unable to communicate with people. Luckily for me, I met wonderful people on that time. In that moment, I met my roommate. In that time, it was Ellie. And she helped me a lot. She helped me a lot because she knew like I wasn't able to speak English, but eventually with the time I started also learning how to express myself, how to speak. And I started the language course. It was first 1 year from 2015 and 2016. I took the language course, and I have to pass the HSK to start doing the master's. But the first year of Chinese, honestly, it wasn't enough for me. For me, 1 year of Chinese, it wasn't enough to achieve the score that I have to get. So after that year, I request from the university if I can please maybe get 1 more year of Chinese, explaining them that, of course, I was still unable to have enough skills to study a full master's in Chinese language. Fortunately for me, they gave me the 1 year extra for Chinese. I did 2 years of Chinese, and finally I was able to reach the score for the HSK, and I start the journey on the master's. So I started the master in 2017, and finally, after so many troubles, so many challenges, I graduated in 2019. During that journey, I can say also I have so many nice experiences. As our previous speaker was showing, I also made part of the festival culturals in the school. We have the booths, we exchange with people from different countries, Russians, Americans, Indonesia, Bangladesh, many different people. So I think when you come abroad to study, it's not just to learn what the book says, no? I think the best experience that you have when you go abroad, and the things that you learn more when you are abroad, is to treat people from different cultures. When you get to know other cultures, you learn how to behave in different environments. You are ready to talk with everybody. You learn to respect other cultures, because it's true, like, for example, Colombia is a country that most of us, we are Christians or Catholics. But when you are abroad, you will meet people like Muslims, you will meet different people, and you have to learn to respect them. okay, maybe you are not Muslim, maybe you are not Christian, but you learn how to respect them and their opinions. So I think every experience is very important for us. And okay, like that, I graduated in 2019. And then I was just thinking, okay, should I stay in China or should I go back to my country? And okay, at that time, I decided to stay here. So I apply, I start contacting the people that I have met these years, many Chinese friends I met, and asking them, how can I apply for a job, no? Because sometimes as a foreigner, even if I speak Chinese now, not 100% perfect, but now I can speak Chinese. Even if you can speak, you always have a disadvantage because you are not a native speaker. In my case, I'm not a native speaker in English. I'm not a native speaker in Chinese. So it was hard, but I still decided to stay here. And I just thought to myself, I want the experience because, okay, I have the international degree. Now I want to have the international experience working. And okay, I decided to apply. My friends, they told me also some websites to make my CV and to post my CV, and start searching, went to several interviews. At the beginning, they didn't like me, maybe, I don't know. But after a couple of interviews, I just didn't give up. Keep trying, like for 3 months. After 3 months, I was able to find my first job here. The company was not big. It wasn't big, but it was good for me because I have the chance to start working with Chinese people, no? And it was also quite shocking because the difference is big, no? Like in my country, we are so warm. We are so, okay, I think Latin people is known for being like happy people. We are warm and we like to hug each other. And we are like that. We are so warm. We seem happy every time. But Chinese people, they are so serious. They are just on the computer. They are just doing all their stuff. They don't really care how are you feeling today. So it was so shocking. Like you just go, do your stuff and leave. And I was like, oh my God, what is this? This is so different. Yeah, it was totally different. But with the time, I also learned like, okay, it's just their style. And the way for them to be your friend is totally different. Like they will just be your friends, but it doesn't mean they have to stay with you all the time, sitting with you and talking to you and texting you. No, when you get a Chinese friend, they can be your friend forever, but they don't have to be texting you every time. It's just when you need them, you can look for them and they will be always there. So, okay, that was my first experience. Of course, wasn't easy because also the language barrier, everything. I have to learn so much from them. I can say that even if I did the master's degree, sometimes I felt that all the things I studied in the master's degree, it was useless sometimes, seriously. Because one thing is what you study in the books, and one other thing is when you go to work, it's like a totally different world. But with the time, I start relating what I have learned in the master's with the things I have to do in my job. So I stayed there for around, I think, 1 year. But then in China, the coronavirus started, you know, so everything totally changed. And I also have to switch my company because the company, I said it before, it was in a huge company, so they were not doing well. So I have to start searching for a new job. And I found another job. And right now I'm there as a logistics manager, still learning every time, every day is a new challenge for me. But in this company, we have also foreigners, Chinese and foreigners. So I think it has been a bit easier for me. In theory, this company, we are supposed to travel abroad because we have business between China and Latin America. But because of the coronavirus situation, right now, we are not able to go anywhere. We are basically stuck in China just for the past 2 years. So I can say it has been like a very nice experience for me to be here, to be abroad. It was shocking, of course, also, as we said before, staying here is hard because you come from a country where your family is, your friends are, and when you come here, you are just lonely most of the time. So emotionally, it's very hard for you It's not just about what you are going to learn, but from heart. You have to be strong because there are so many things that you are going to learn on your way. I left my country basically 7 years ago. 7 years ago, and yeah, I didn't go there for 4 years. For 4 years, and so many things have changed for me. And I think the biggest challenge has been always being away from my family and losing them sometimes. But everything what you do when you are abroad, I can tell you, I can guarantee that works for you. Like if you want to go abroad, just do it. Just don't stop dreaming. Just keep thinking about it, even if you feel like maybe you don't have the budget, or maybe you don't know how to achieve your dream. Just keep trying. You will always find the way to make your dreams come true. So that's one of the things that I can say. If you want to make some questions, you can also do it. I don't know if I'm talking too much, but you can also make some questions. Okay. What else can I say? Yeah, no, basically from my side, yeah, never stop dreaming. Work in reaching your dreams. It's very important to learn another language, like at least English. That's the most important thing for now. I think if you know some basic English, you can go anywhere. And yeah, eventually, even if you can't pay like the best course of English, you just read books or listen to music, and your skills will improve slowly. You will see, for everything, not just for Chinese, for whatever you want to do in your life, in your country or abroad. You just keep fighting by yourself, and you will fulfill what you want. Yeah. So is there any question that you want to make or not?
Okay, thank you so much, Xenia, for your very, very amazing and interesting speech. Yeah, it is very interesting. The first time you came from to China, yeah, from Colombia, you cannot speak English well, and you cannot speak Chinese. Your Chinese is zero.
No.
But now,
Zero.
your language, yeah, your English is so good, and your Chinese is perfect also. Yeah, jadi let me explain in Indonesian language ya. Jadi adik-adik mahasiswa, jadi Miss Xenia ini dulu waktu datang ke China, dia kan negaranya asalnya dari Colombia ya. Waktu datang ke China itu nggak bisa bahasa Inggris, nggak bisa bahasa Cina gitu kan. Nah, jadi untuk berkomunikasi sangat susah. Tapi sekarang setelah lama di China, karena mendapatkan beasiswa ya, dia udah bisa dua-duanya. Bahasa Inggrisnya bagus, tadi kalian udah dengerin ya. Kemudian bahasa Cinanya juga bagus ya. Tadi dia udah dapat HSK 4 ya. Jadi motivasi dari beliau, she advised us to dare to dream ya, harus berani bermimpi ya. Kalau kalian punya impian, silakan gapai. Okay, before come to the session of question and answer, let me read the CV of Miss Xenia ya. Tadi saya lupa, apologize, I didn't do it earlier. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, please wait a moment. This is her CV. Yeah, her name is Xenia Rubio. Actually, her name is long. Yeah, Xenia Rubio.
Yeah,
it's
very long.
Very long.
Yeah.
Okay. And this is her profile. And this is, if you want to contact her, this is her phone and WhatsApp. Yeah, is this your WhatsApp? No.
Yeah. That's my WhatsApp.
Yeah, and this is her email, xeniarubio42qq.com. QQ is Chinese email. QQ ini adalah emailnya Cina ya. And language, she can speak 3 language ya. Yang pertama Spanish, yang kedua English ya. Englishnya tuh bagus ya. And then yang ketiga Chinese tuh. Ketika kalian tadinya kalau kalian pergi ke luar negeri cuman bisa bahasa Indonesia aja, nanti jadi bisa 3 seperti Miss Xenia ya. Okay, and this is her skills: ERP system, communication, office, and negotiation, supply chain, project development. And this is her education. Yeah, the latest education is Shanghai Maritime University. Yeah, let me read in Chinese. Shanghai Haise Dasui. Yeah, okay.
还是大学 yeah
Yeah. Yeah, so, oh, my pronunciation is wrong. Sorry. And I have a master's degree, yeah, M.Sc in Management Science and Engineering. And then, yeah, and then this is for 3 years, yeah, and then another year. The first year is for Chinese language in the same university, and then
yeah
yeah, and then her bachelor degree is in Colombia, yeah. And
yes
her work experience from 2020 to 2020 until now is logistic manager from Shanghai One Co Catering Management Limited, yeah. And also in China, yeah. This is in Shanghai, yes. In
yes
Shanghai,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
This is before that she also worked as a logistic manager in another company, yeah, Shanghai Xianwen International Trading. And before that she worked in Colombia, yeah, as also logistic coordinator. Okay, it's very amazing. Yeah, if you want to ask more about her CV, you can directly contact to her WeChat, ya. Now is the question and answer session. Silakan kalian yang ingin bertanya, silakan langsung ya dalam bahasa Indonesia atau dalam bahasa Inggris. Silakan.
Excuse me.
Ya. Prayogo ya.
Yes. Permission to introduce myself.
Okay.
My name is Prayoga Duguno Arif. Nice to meet you, Mr. Deman and Miss Xenia.
Nice to meet you.
If before I start to English language, I'm so sorry, Miss, but my English language not good. And then I will try. I never give up for the lessons English. Although my basic in religion, University Islam Aliyah, but I never give up, inshallah. And then my question is, well, given the twinkle them among them is developing skills, then I'd like to ask Miss Xenia and Mr. Deman about skills. So, what skills need to be developed, especially for academics, in order to maximize synergy directly and give the world its best? Jadi maksud pertanyaan saya seperti ini,
Iya, udah
Ibu
jelas,
Eli,
udah
ya?
jelas. Ya, udah
Oke,
jelas.
siap.
Oke.
Siap, oke.
Okay, Xenia, do you understand his question?
I didn't understand the question clearly.
She asked about what skills that student needs to study abroad, yeah? Okay.
Yes,
Oh,
it's
okay.
in.
Okay, as we said before, I think, okay, one of the most important thing is, first of all, the language. And he said he's working hard in his English. I just recommend you to don't give up. Just keep studying. Maybe listen to more music. It will help you also to get a better listening. So first, the language skill. Second, your social skills. Don't be afraid of talking to foreigners when you see them. Don't be shy, because personally, I'm a very shy person. So I think the language skills, the English or Chinese or wherever you go, is important, and the social skills. Just talk to everybody and don't be afraid of making mistakes, because we all make mistakes all the time. So just go ahead. That's what I can tell you about the skill.
Okay, so
Yeah.
I want to add, like, you have the ability to adaptability. You have this skill. When you go outside, you have to adapt so many different things which you have, like, which you have never experienced. Like, you will have experienced the differences in culture, differences in languages, differences in food. So it's a very important things to have the adaptability skills. Okay, this is my opinion.
Okay,
Yeah.
thank you for my for your answer, Mr. and Miss. That's right, because in my personal opinion, the main capital for foreign education is to be able to master an even international language of English. Because what's that? Because I what I'm so sorry. Jadi intinya
okay.
gini loh, Ibu Eli ya, bahasa
Yeah,
Indonesia aja
okay,
deh.
I
Ya,
understand.
kita
Yeah.
campur aja ya, campur soalnya kalau bahasa Inggris juga takutnya durasi. Saya kan masih tahapan belajar. Jadi pada intinya saya juga ini sekarang pertanyaannya saja ditulis ya, Miss. Saya itu pertanyaannya ditulis karena saya juga belajar bahasa Inggris itu melalui aplikasi, salah satunya ada Dictionary, mungkin juga Elsa yang terkenal di beberapa gadget yang ada. Jadi pada intinya itu modal utama untuk mempelajari bahkan kuliah dia di luar negeri. Menurut saya pribadi itu memang dari bahasanya dulu sih. Karena apapun jurusannya, apapun tujuannya, kalau kita sudah beranjak membicarakan seperti halnya global, internasional, jadi boarding school, kuliah ke luar negeri gitu maksudnya. Jadi pada intinya harus menguasai dulu Inggris, bukan menguasai Inggris, menguasai bahasa asing. Karena dengan seperti itu akan memaksimalkan literasi yang ada.
Oke, Pak
Apalagi kita
Prayoga,
sebagai
terima kasih ya.
akademisi.
Terima kasih
Siap.
pertanyaannya. Ya, silakan yang lain, pertanyaan yang lain. Another question, please.
Alpia, Miss.
Okay, Alpia, can you turn on your video? Okay, what's your question? Directly ya, jangan panjang-panjang. Don't be too much word. Just directly to the question, okay? Because our time is limited, ya.
Yes, Miss. Introducing myself. My name is Alpenurisma from America. According to Sir Diman or Miss Xenia, how to improve a child thinking skill? Maybe a question is a bit out of what was diskusi. Thank you.
Maksudnya apa? Untuk apa? Thinking skill apa?
Apa namanya? Bagaimana cara meningkatkan keterampilan berpikir seorang anak?
Wow, okay. Xenia, do you understand? She asked about how to improve your thinking skill. Maybe to make you clever or more clever or more easier to understand the study. Okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
personally, in my personal experience, I can just say like everybody finds the own way to develop this the thinking. No, in my case, I did it just reading, studying hard, and socializing with people. No. If we are talking about social skills for going abroad, no, I didn't like that. Just reading and trying to have more social interaction with people. I just did it that way.
Yeah. Mr. Diman, do you have any?
Yes, of course. If you want to develop your thinking skills, you have to practice analytical questions. It's like you can solve those things, go to websites and search some like analytical questions. You solve those things and try to practice thinking, like try to practice developing it by yourself. It's totally depend on yourself how you actually think, what is your perspective. Okay, so you have to develop it by yourself. Self-learning, it's a very important thing.
Okay, thank you very much, Xenia and Diman. Udah ngerti ya? Do you understand, Alpia? Okay, another question. Silakan pertanyaan lain. Boleh dalam bahasa Indonesia ya. You can ask in Indonesian language, and then I will try to translate it. Okay, silakan. Halo. Neneng?
please.
Okay.
Someone is okay.
Okay, Neneng silakan.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Miss Ali, for your opportunity.
Okay, first of all, I want to say thanks to Mrs. Xenia for your sharing. To us, it's very meaningful. Let me introduce myself. I'm Uni, and I'm a lecturer in Unisa. Maybe my question is for Mrs. Xenia. Okay, and maybe it's a little bit out of topic, but yeah, I think you can answer it. My question is, in the macroeconomy, we know and we're familiar about the term the U.S. versus the China, right? Because you are from the U.S. and you studied in China, so what lessons and what insights did you get from the both countries? Okay, thank you so much.
Oh, okay. I think that is one small mistake there. I'm not from US. I'm from South America. South America, Colombia, no? So yeah, I'm not from US.
Oh,
Ya,
Oh,
jadi
yeah, I said
okay.
at the beginning. It's like US and Colombia are very close, yes, but US is in North America and Colombia is in South America, so it's different, a little
ya,
bit different.
dari Amerika Selatan ya, bukan
Okay.
dari Amerika Serikat ya. Oke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, but
Yeah.
maybe what the lessons you can get from your classes in Colombia and China.
Sorry,
Because
can you please repeat the question? I think the network is breaking a little bit.
different culture and something
What's
like
the difference? What's the difference between your country, Colombia, and China? Yeah, the difference maybe about the
Okay.
culture,
What
the
lessons
food,
you
the
get?
weather.
Oh,
Yeah.
everything. Between Colombia and China, everything. Yeah. First of all, the weather in Colombia, we have the whole year. We don't have seasons. In Colombia, for example, in the capital city, I'm from the capital city. The whole year is cold. It's between 10 degrees and 16 degrees the whole year. But if you travel maybe 3 hours from the capital to another province, the weather is completely warm. It's warm. It's totally different. So the weather is different. The food is different because we have a lot of natural source, no? Like we have a lot of trees. I think same as in Indonesia. Like we are rich in natural stuff, so we have a lot of fruits, a lot of food, no? The food is different. Here, for example, in China, people likes to eat a lot of spicy food. In Colombia, we don't eat that much spicy food. So there are so many differences. The people, as I said it before, the people in my country, they are more warm. They like people, like each other. They care a lot about you, no? Like if they see you alone somewhere sitting there, they will ask you, oh, hello, how are you? Why are you so lonely? What's going on? Even if they don't know you. In China, it will never happen. If you are alone and if you fell down, nobody will come to help you. So it's completely different. It's totally different. Yeah, it's quite shocking once you come here because that's why you feel so lonely. No, like you come from a very warm place and then you arrive to China where nobody cares about you. So it's quite shocking. And of course, okay, the difference, like our economy, of course, is also totally different. It's clear for everybody that China is very well developed in many senses, while our country, unfortunately, is still very under. It's not like here, no? The infrastructure for the roads and everything is still not the same as here, but we just keep fighting. We just keep going there. Yeah.
Okay, I remember when you were first came to China, you cannot even use chopstick, yeah? You cannot use.
No, because we don't use chopsticks, no. We
Ya,
just
jadi
use spoons and forks.
Ya, jadi ketika Miss Xenia pertama kali ke China, itu nggak bisa pakai sumpit ya, makan pakai sumpit. Jadi kalau ke restoran mana tuh suka minta sendok dan itu tuh agak jarang. Oke, udah, do you understand? Udah ngerti ya? Oke, another question please. Oke, there is a question. Berapa lama proses? How long the process that need to get the scholarship to China? Ya?
Okay. In my case, it took just 6 months. I don't know about Diman how long it took for you. For me, it was 6 months.
Basically, it's like you have the application open in between January to February. You have to fill up it between April. Then you will get the result in June or August, and your session will be start from September.
Oke,
Yeah,
jadi
so it's around
ya,
6 months.
Yeah.
6 months. Jadi proses untuk mendapatkan beasiswa China itu 6 bulan ya. There is also another question. I'm sorry if I ask in the chat room. Bentar, wait a moment. Do I have to have M.Sc certificate to get scholarship in China?
Oh, okay. I think it depends of the country, because as I said it before, in my case, when I got the scholarship, I got the full scholarship without getting the HSK yet. First, they gave me some time to study Chinese, like I can come here and study Chinese. And after that year of studying Chinese, I have to present the HSK and get the enough score to start the master's degree. But they usually give you the opportunity of coming here to study the language first, and then you can continue the master's. There are programs that they can ask you just to come here and do your master's or your bachelor in English. But it depends on the program and also the relationship between the country and the CSC on China, no? So I think it's depending on the country, but there are many chances.
Oke. Oke ya. Jadi you don't have to get HSK certificate to get scholarship in China. Jadi kalian nggak usah harus dulu pinter bahasa Cina kalau mau dapat beasiswa Cina ya. Seperti Miss Xenia juga dia nggak bisa bahasa Inggris, nggak bisa bahasa Cina. Sekarang malah bisa ya. Jadi nanti usually we get 1 year ya, 1 year.
Yes, 1 year. They give you 1 year, yeah.
How about you,
Sometimes
Mr.
two.
Yeah, 2 years. 3 years.
Sometimes two, yeah. Sometimes
my
two,
God.
yeah.
Yeah, it's
Because
long.
sometimes 1 year is honestly sometimes is not enough. It happens to me. Like I did it 1 year and it wasn't enough. So I asked them for 1 extra year.
Okay, how about Mr. Diman? I think you didn't study Chinese. basic Chinese.
Yes, we used to in the same class, right, Molly?
Yeah.
Yes, they have the mandatory class of Chinese when they will go to China, and then later, if they want to continue to study it, they can continue. And my suggestion, if you want to get a good career, must definitely learn Chinese beside English.
Yeah. That's true.
Okay, thank you. Okay, is there any question? Another question, please. Silakan yang mau bertanya ya, pakai bahasa Indonesia aja. Ayo jangan malu-malu, mumpung ada ini, mumpung ada pakarnya di sini. Silakan. Ya, teman-teman mahasiswa. There is another question. How high are my chances at getting a full-time sponsor job upon graduation in your country? Sorry, I don't understand this question. Okay.
In China? It means in China or? Yeah, right?
Maybe in China, yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Well, I can say as I think before we say something like, if you learn Chinese, I think you get more opportunities to get a job. Still, even if you don't speak Chinese, there are some chances, but the opportunities will always increase if you have at least a good level of Chinese. No, not necessarily has to be perfect, but if you are able to communicate with people, I think you can get better offers of job.
Okay, ya, Prayogo, ya. I hope you understand the answer. Okay, another question from Siti Amila Ersilmi. Apa pertimbangan dan alasan Miss Xenia mengambil prodi berbeda antara master dan doktoral?
What?
Terima kasih. Mungkin pertanyaannya nih salah ya. Dia nggak ngambil doktoral tapi master ya. Xenia, she asked the question about you. Did you take different study program between your bachelor degree and master's degree?
No, in my country, I just tried to study some extra classes, but nothing really serious, because the time between I graduated and I came to China was just like 2 or 3 years. So after I graduated from my bachelor degree, I was just working. I decided to start working to also gain some experience. So while I was working, I was trying to study English, a little bit of English, and working, and then I just came straight to China to learn everything here.
Okay, that's great. Yeah. Okay, another question, please. Another questions. Hello. Okay. So, if there is no question, I want to ask questions, yeah, for Diman and for Mr. Diman and Miss Xenia, yeah.
Okay.
What is the difference of educational system between your country and China? Yeah.
Wow. Well, in Colombia, okay, I can say in China, they take education very serious. Okay, in my point of view, here you can see the kids, no, like when a kid is 2 years old, 3 years old, they are already learning something, learning how to play the violin, how to play the piano, how to build a robot, everything. But in my country, no, kids are playing at that age. Sometimes they don't even go to school, no? We have many differences because of the economy, no? It's different. But here also, I think it somehow is good, but also bad, because kids are growing up like robots all the time. They don't really have enough time to be child, no? Like they just keep learning, and they finish school and they go to English class, they go to French class, Spanish class. They have no life when they are kids. But that's why when those kids grow up and they are just 16 years old, they have so many skills already that we at our 30 years old, we don't have it. So I think the educational system here is totally different. They take it very serious. Okay, there are some things that I don't understand, and I didn't like it. Just one thing I can say. When I was doing the master's degree, most of my classmates, of course, they were Chinese. And when the teacher was giving the lecture, the teacher was just talking for hours, 2, 3 hours, talking. And the Chinese students, they were just on the phone, on the phone all the time. Yes, on the book. To me, that's disrespectful. To me, that's totally disrespectful, because the other person is talking, and nobody's looking at him. And in my country, when we are in class, we can raise our hand at any moment and ask some questions, or the teacher can just drop a question like, hey, Xenia, do you understand, blah, blah, blah. So that's a way for us to keep interacting with the teacher. But in China, the teacher will basically never do a question for you. So sometimes people just go there, sit down, and they just take the book, read the book, memorize the book. Chinese people, they memorize too much. They just memorize the book, pass the exam, and that's all. But I don't feel like they just go straight. But for Chinese people, sometimes I feel like they don't develop a good way of thinking, because they just follow the rules. So I don't like that part of the Chinese educational system. That's in my point of view.
Okay. Thank you. How about Mr. Diman?
For my country, it's like education system is based on in the both language. It's also in Bangla and it's also in English. Whatever you like, you can continue with any of your language. And for my country, from the beginning, it's very lack of extracurricular activities. It's from my perception, children get so much extracurricular activities besides study. They always just continue studying books.
That's good.
And like there's some very heavy bag they put on their ear, and like and for I have seen in Chinese in my university, besides study, they can they have the chance to participate in so many extracurricular activities like playing piano, sports, and different kind of activities. And one thing I like that when I was studying in USTB, we have the chance to answer from our perception. Our teacher used to taught us and ask the question about our perception, not like from the books, the bookish knowledge.
Yeah,
My
that's
country,
very important.
yeah, and in my country, it's like you have to memorize and whatever they ask the question, you have to write the same. You know, otherwise you will not get the answer. This is not the good thing, I think. This is there's some good thing also, but this is the difference I just mentioned.
Yeah, okay. Thank you so much. Yeah, it is very, very interesting. Okay. Is there any questions? Okay, Mr. Pawarek. Pawarek, silakan Pawarek 1. Apakah ada pertanyaan atau nasihat untuk kita semua?
Okay, thank you very much for the time. The Honorable Ms. Xenia and Mr. Deman. Nice to meet you in online, especially in Google Meet. It is the amazing or best event, I think, because this is the first time in Unisa make this program. Before Miss Ellie done for one moment for another program. I hope this program can continue next time with another theme or topic. We can share a lot of experience ourselves in academic or work maybe or organization, etc. We can study and learn another culture and academic system just like this, because different country will be different system in academic. I think we can reach our life, especially in successful, from zero to hero. So we can share another experience, and then we can reach a successful life, especially in academic. I agree with the Ms. Xenia statement that never stop dreaming and reach our dream. This is true, because begin from the dreaming, we can reach our life better. So language skill, social skill, especially in different country, it's will case in our academic. Maybe that's all, Ms. Ellie.
Okay, thank you very much, Mr. Vice President. Yeah, he is the Vice Rector, the first Vice Rector in our university. It is our honor that you can speak with us and motivate us here. Okay, student, mahasiswa silakan, ada pertanyaan lagi nggak? Is there any questions? Kalau enggak, nanti saya yang bertanya nih. Okay. Okay, while waiting the students to ask another question, I have one question for Xenia and Diman, yeah, about Indonesia. What first come into your mind when you heard about Indonesia?
Bali.
Okay. Bali. Okay, how about you, Diman?
It's the same.
The same.
Yeah, the same. Yeah, we always heard it's so beautiful. Like, I don't know. I saw many pictures, and of course, because I had the opportunity to share my room with you for 1 year. We were roommates.
Yeah.
So she was always cooking very delicious food for me.
No!
Very delicious. So the food, yeah. So there are many nice things from Indonesia.
But it's not. It is Japanese food, not Indonesian food.
Oh, but well, you were cooking for me, so I thought it was Indonesian food.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, so Mr. Diman, have you ever visit Bali?
No, I want to go very soon.
Okay, inshallah ya. I hope someday in the very near future, Xenia and Diman can visit Bali ya. Actually, Bali
And
is
we will be
just
there.
a part of Indonesia, and there are many beautiful places in Indonesia. Not only Bali, but because there are many foreigners in Bali, so this is very famous ya. Okay.
Yeah.
Another question, ada pertanyaan lagi nggak? Silakan. Silakan. Tadi Bu Dekan Irma ada nggak ya? Bu Dekan? Bu Dekan, do you have any question or advice?
Yeah, maybe if they have not a suggestion or something that they want to know in the future, they can also ask about it.
Ya, silakan bertanya ya, mumpung masih ada nih, we still have 13 minutes to come ya. Okay.
Yeah.
So while waiting, Xenia, what is your future dream ya after China? Do you want to stay forever in China? Do you love China so much?
No, I like China. I like China, but honestly, after the COVID situation happened, and for example, right now you are not asking us, but I don't know, maybe you saw in the news recently, we are in Shanghai, we're in lockdown again. So yeah, again. We have been in I have been in my house without going out of my house since March 6th.
Oh my God.
Again. Yeah. But because of the COVID, no, like not so many people is dying of COVID, but they want to keep going the zero COVID policy. So these things make you think twice about staying here for a long time, no? I love China. It has been a second home for me for a very long time, but maybe eventually I will travel to somewhere else. I still don't know where, but maybe I will just go somewhere else.
Yeah, okay. How about you, Mr. Diman? What is your future dream? I know you are working as the e-commerce specialist, yeah, but what is your future vision that you want to achieve more?
Basically, I wanted to return to China just in 2020, but
oh my God! Xenia wants to leave China, but you want to come to China. Oh my God!
Yes. Actually, I wanted to return for Ph.D, but later, this pandemic occurred and I couldn't return. So currently, I'm staying here, and beside job, I'm mentally preparing for my business. I want to develop my own business and my own outsourcing company. So I cannot wait anymore to return China. So I finally decided to stay here and develop my own outsourcing firm. Yes, that's all.
Okay.
That's good, yeah.
Okay ya. Other questions? Ada pertanyaan lain lagi? Silakan dari mahasiswa. From students, we still have like 11 minutes, yeah? 11 minutes.
Yep. Is it what time is in Indonesia right now?
What time? I still use China time, so it's around almost 12 o'clock. Yeah, almost 12 o'clock.
Okay.
10 minutes.
So maybe
to 12.
Maybe the students are quiet because they are eating lunch.
They're eating lunch. No, I don't think so. The problem in Indonesia is my experience. Yeah, we hesitate to speak English because we are afraid to make mistakes. Yeah, So that's why we are afraid to speak and something like that. So I think this event is very useful and important for us, for the students here to make it a habit to meet foreigners. Yeah, and
but it's okay. As we said before, I mean, like in my case, I'm also not native speakers, and occasionally I also make mistakes, and it's okay to make mistakes. Plus, we understand each other. We have been abroad for quite a long time, so we are used to meet people who is not native speaker. So you are welcome to talk, even if you think your English is not good enough. You can talk.
Yes, I completely agree. You just need to understand each other. You don't need to afraid about making mistakes.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, now I want we talk a lot about China, yeah, but I want to talk more about your country, yeah, before we end this session. Xenia, what do you miss so much about Colombia when you are in
my
China?
family.
Of
Apart
course.
from my family.
Your boyfriend?
No boyfriend. I don't have a boyfriend.
Oh, silakan. Miss Xenia belum punya pacar. Silakan yang yang berminat ya. Okay.
No. Yeah, no. Apart from my family, at the beginning, of course, the food, because the food is different. But honestly, after all this time, I'm already used to the food here, no, because I can cook by myself what I like to eat. So I think actually, if I go back to my country, it's gonna be quite shocked now because because I have been eating the food from here with the people here for so long. And when I go there, I'm gonna feel like, oh my God, what happened? What is this? What is this? Yeah, I know. Plus, we also have the difference in the time. No, Colombia is behind China 13 hours. 13 so hours. Right now, my mom is sleeping. Yeah, it's totally different. So yeah, for now I'm okay. At the beginning was most of the time my family and the food especially. But now it's okay. Now I'm okay here.
Yeah, it's been 7 years. Yeah, you are in China, so
it's gonna be 7 years. Yeah.
So it is like you are now a Chinese, not a Colombian.
Kind of. Yeah. My family says, "Oh no, you're Chinese. You're Chinese," and I'm not. I'm still happy all the time. I'm still Colombian.
Okay. How about you, Mr. Diman? What you miss so much about your country?
When I was in China, I usually miss my friends and family.
Girlfriend?
Yes, my friends, because as I'm the only son of my parents, but I'm not alone. I have grown up between a lot of people. I always used to hang out with my friends. And when I was in China, I was missing to hang out with them, and but later I have made also so many friends over there, but I used to miss them,
Sorry to ask, for how long were you here in China? I didn't hear that. For how long were you here in China?
I was in China for 2 years, from 2017 to 19 years, just the master's program.
She's not Chinese enough.
No, you are still not Chinese.
Yes.
Okay.
Xenia, how about I want to know about the work, the work culture between Colombia and China. What is the difference? Because in Colombia, people work hard or not?
Yeah, actually, I feel like in Colombia we work harder than here, and we get less money than here. The salaries, unfortunately, our economy is not that good. So I feel like in Colombia, for example, in Colombia we have to work from Monday to Saturday, and the salary is gonna be way lower than here. Of course, way lower. That's one of the reasons that I'm still here in China. No, the salary. And here in China, I work Monday to Friday, and still I feel like the things I have to do the responsibilities are less than in Colombia. In Colombia, if I'm a logistics manager, I won't have personal life for sure. I'm gonna be from 6 a.m. to who knows what time, just working, picking phone calls, fighting with people all the time. Here is easier, I think. They assign the responsibilities to everybody very well, and you don't really have to stress yourself too much. Of course, sometimes there are problems, but not as in Colombia. So about that part, even if the people is more cold here, I feel it's easier to work here than in my country.
Okay. How about you, Mr. Diman? What's the difference, the work culture between China and Bangladesh? So I can compare to my country, Indonesia.
Actually, it's very company to company. You can find so many Chinese companies here. In the Chinese companies, it's totally same as China. But in local companies, you have to work hard. You will not you have to be a robot. Like I already got like 2 or 3 phone calls because it's my office time and I have to go to office after finishing this session. And sometimes you have to work at a night, and boss can call you at 12 after.
At any time.
Anytime, yes, anytime they can call you. But in some other companies, it's like multinational companies. It's different. It's different. Like you have the life, you have the balanced life, and like it's the office is like only 2 days off. Then you can work 5 days, and the work culture is very good. It's very different. I mean, company to company. Yes.
Okay. So how many hours the working hours in Bangladesh?
For me, it's not limited. I mean, there's no. So, but basically, it's 9 to 5. Okay.
9 to 5.
Yes.
Same
Same
as
as
my
here.
country.
Same as here.
Same
Same
as
as here too.
China.
Yeah. Same as
Yeah.
here.
Oh,
But
okay.
as I said before, here, if it's 5, everybody, even before 5 o'clock, you can see the Chinese people already with their bags and the door leaving. Yeah, they're very serious about it. Very serious about it. But if it's in Colombia, as you say, at any time I can get a phone call and, hey, what happened to this truck? What happened with this? Here it won't happen. It won't happen. Oh, very few times it's gonna happen. Has to be something really, really serious.
Okay, that's very nice, yeah, to know about the culture, the difference between us. But we also have some similarities, yeah, about the working hours, yeah. Okay, I think the time is almost over.
Okay.
Really, I would like to thank Xenia and Diman. It is such a very, very wonderful lecture, yeah, from you. And this is our honor, yeah, that you can attend our event. I hope you can be the guest lecturer again in the next seminar, inshallah. I hope the students here can get many useful things, yeah, about how to study and work abroad. Sorry, my English is not that good. Okay, is there any question for the last time? Ada lagi pertanyaan untuk yang terakhir? Pak Warek, nanti ada foto-foto nggak Pak? Dari apa sudah?
Boleh. Nanti siapa yang ini?
Pak Sopandinya mana?
Yang operator. Atau di screenshot masing-masing aja. Yang pakai PC.
Maybe there is no photo shoot. You can just screenshot by yourself for this event. I also got some pictures, yeah, and I will share with Xenia and also Omio. I call him Omio.
Yeah, that's my nickname. Okay.
Okay, and we also have a video. Yeah, you can see yourself. I mean, you
Open
can see
video.
our session on YouTube. Yeah, on YouTube.
Oh,
I will share.
okay.
Yeah, I will share
Kita open the video first. Open the screen. Okay, count 3, 2, 1, smile. Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Okay,
Maybe
yeah.
another can screenshot.
Okay. Udah ya Pak ya, berarti ya Pak ya?
Siap.
Okay. Thank you very much Pak Warek, the Mr. Vice President or Vice Rector 1. And thank you Xenia, and thank you Diman, and thank you for all teachers here and students, and thank you Pak Rector udah pergi ya. Thank you Mr. Your Excellency Mr. Okay, see you. Have a wonderful day. Goodbye. Yeah.
Thank you. Bye.
Thank you for inviting me.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you so much. Goodbye.
Thank you.
Goodbye.
Fakultas Keguruan dan Ilmu Pendidikan ini menurut aku ngelihat dari semester 1 semester 2 kayak masih kurang